For decades, the galaxy had watched Earth with a mixture of amusement and disdain. The planet was seen as a minor player, an isolated blue world orbiting a modest star, technologically behind the great powers of the Galactic Union. Earth's military was modest by galactic standards, its fleet small and untested. Most believed Earth would never pose a real threat to the dominant factions that carved the stars among themselves. But they were wrong. The message was clear, transmitted across every communication channel, every star system, every corner of civilized space. Earth had sent its final warning to the invading fleet. Attack once more and total annihilation awaits. No one knew the exact moment when Earth had decided enough was enough. Perhaps it was after the third border world fell, or when the enemy's siege fleet surrounded Earth's moon, cutting off supply lines. Or maybe it was the night Earth's capital city braced for the first orbital bombardment. Whatever the spark, a quiet storm had been gathering beneath the surface, one that would soon unleash a force the galaxy had never seen. Admiral Lorne paced on the bridge of the invasion flagship Vindicator, his jaw clenched. The Earth defenses had been underestimated from the start. Despite heavy losses and endless attacks, Earth had held firm, repelling assault after assault with precision and ruthless efficiency. "Are you sure that message is authentic?" asked Captain Jaren, his second-in-command. Lorne nodded grimly. "It came through secure channels encrypted with Earth's highest-level keys. This is no bluff." The message echoed in the minds of every officer aboard the Vindicator. It was a stark ultimatum, simple and terrifying. Meanwhile on Earth, General Morris stood before the Command Council, a figure calm amid chaos. "The galaxy expected us to fall quickly," he said, voice steady. "They expected us to surrender or be crushed, but they forgot one thing. Humans do not give up." The Vindicator was not Earth's only weapon. Deep beneath the surface, in secret facilities shielded from orbital scanners, Earth had been building its ultimate defense, devices and ships capable of destroying entire fleets in moments. In the skies above Earth, the enemy armada approached in overwhelming numbers. Hundreds of warships, some larger than cities, gathered to crush the last bastion of resistance. Sensors aboard the Vindicator picked up faint readings, a flicker of energy signatures unlike anything recorded before. An unknown fleet had emerged from the planet's shadow, invisible until now. Then, without warning, the battle erupted. Earth's orbital defense platforms activated with terrifying power. Energy beams lanced through the void, cutting enemy ships apart with surgical precision. Massive missiles accelerated past enemy lines, striking with devastating force. But the true terror was the Leviathan-class warships, huge, imposing vessels, armed with weapons that bent the laws of physics. Captain Rhea commanded one such Leviathan. From her bridge, she watched as the enemy fleet was torn to shreds. Her ship's weapons pulsed, sending shockwaves through the void. Shield systems absorbed incoming fire and adapted instantaneously, rendering most enemy attacks useless. "Target their command ship," she ordered. "We end this now." The Vindicator attempted a desperate retreat, but Earth's forces were relentless. Tactical data flooded its systems. Energy pulses, plasma storms, electromagnetic pulses, all delivered with deadly precision. One by one, the enemy vessels fell, exploding in cascades of fire and debris. Admiral Lorne realized the truth. This was no ordinary defense. Earth had evolved into a powerhouse, a force forged in desperation but tempered by resolve. Back on Earth's command station, General Morris monitored the battle. "Our final message was not just a warning," he said quietly. "It was a promise." The tide turned swiftly. Enemy fleets scattered, their losses catastrophic. Across the galaxy, the message was heard and understood. Earth was no longer a weak planet to be bullied or ignored. It was a storm waiting to break, a reckoning for those who dared challenge humanity's will. In the aftermath, Admiral Lorne sent a final transmission to Earth, voice heavy with respect. "Your message was clear, your strength undeniable. We underestimated humanity, and that mistake nearly cost us everything." Captain Rhea stood on Earth's surface months later watching the stars. "We sent a warning," she said softly. Not out of hatred or pride, but because we had no choice. We fight not because we want war, but because we refuse to lose our home. The galaxy had learned a lesson hard and fast. Humans were no longer the underdogs. They were the storm that changed everything.